Hear these terms on the news all the time, right? Bull market, bear market. It sounds kind of weird, like something you'd hear in a nature documentary. But I promise you, these two animals are the key to understanding the entire mood of the financial world. And once you get it, it's going to change how you see investing forever. So let's dive right in. Yeah, seriously, it's a good question. What on earth do a bull or a bear have to do with our money? Well, it turns out this isn't just some random, confusing jargon that Wall Street made up. It's actually a super clever and really simple way to remember how markets move. And the whole thing, it all comes down to how each animal attacks. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the bull market. This is when everything just feels good, you know? It's like the party is in full swing. Stock prices, they're going up. The news is all positive, and pretty much everyone is feeling super optimistic. It's all about growth and confidence, and it kind of feels like the good times are never going to end. But why a bull? Of all the animals, why that one? Well, the entire reason hangs on just one simple, really powerful image. I want you to picture how a bull attacks, right? It lowers its head, and then it thrusts its horns up, just pushing everything high into the air. And that exact motion, that powerful upward push, is the perfect symbol for a market where prices are just getting driven higher and higher. It's so simple, but once you see it, you'll never forget it. It's all about that upward momentum. All right, now let's flip the coin and talk about the complete opposite, the bear market. This is when the party's over and the mood changes a lot. Prices are generally heading down, confidence starts to disappear, and you can just feel that sense of fear and uncertainty creeping in. The trend is definitely down. Okay, so if the bull's horns going up means rising market, you can probably guess where this is going with the bear, right? The logic is exactly the same, just in the other direction. Think about how a bear attacks. It gets up on its hind legs and then brings all of its weight down, swiping its huge paws in this heavy, powerful downward motion. And yep, just like the bull, that big downward swipe is the perfect picture of a market getting dragged down. Bull up, bear down. See? It's such a clear analogy. Once you get that picture in your head, you've got it forever. Okay, so now we get the animals, we get the imagery, but that leads to the really important question, what actually makes the market go up or down like this? Let's take a look under the hood at the economics that actually bring these bulls and bears out. You know, it really just boils down to how healthy the whole economy is. So on one side, you've got the bull's playground, right? That's when the economy's growing, companies are making good money, and unemployment is low. But when things start to slow down, when businesses start to struggle, that's usually when the bear comes out, kind of feeding on all that uncertainty. But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers and the economic reports. These market swings are also driven by something just as powerful, maybe even more powerful. Our own psychology. How we feel about what's happening has a huge impact on the choices we make, sometimes for the better and, well, sometimes for the worse. Think about it. During a big, roaring bull market, it is so easy to feel like you're an investing genius, right? Everything you touch turns to gold. Every decision seems like the right one. But that feeling of confidence can really easily slip into overconfidence. And that's when we get tempted to take on way too much risk or chase after whatever the hot new thing is without really thinking it through. But then, in a bear market, whoosh, that genius feeling is gone. And it's replaced with fear. I mean, watching your account balance go down is just, it's painful. And our natural gut reaction is to just hit the big red sell button to make the pain stop. That's a decision that's driven 100% by emotion, not by a smart strategy. So here's the big takeaway when it comes to the psychology part of this. Both markets are basically emotional traps. The bull market, it tests our greed, and the bear market tests our fear. The real challenge, the real game, is learning how to master those emotions. So this all leads us to the most important question of all, right? Okay, now that we know all this stuff, what are we actually supposed to do about it? How do you build a game plan that actually works no matter if it's a bull or a bear out there? Well, in a bull market, the name of the game is one word: discipline. Look, it's super exciting to watch everything go up, I get it. But this is exactly the wrong time to get carried away and start chasing hype. Honestly, the smartest move you can make is often the most boring one, and that is to just stick to your plan. And what about in a bear market? Well, then the strategy is all about perspective. The number one rule, the absolute key, is to stay calm. You have to fight that gut instinct to panic and sell everything. Because what if you didn't see it as a threat? What if you looked at a downturn through a totally different lens, like the lens of opportunity? And looking through that lens, that brings us to what might just be the single most powerful mindset shift you can make as an investor. It's all about completely reframing the way you think about a market downturn. And here it is. Bull markets are exciting, but bear markets are where opportunities are created. Now, I know, that sounds completely backwards, right? But really understanding this one single idea, that is the difference between just riding the waves of the market and actually building serious long-term wealth. And the logic behind it is actually super simple. When prices are down, every single dollar you invest buys you more of a great company or asset. I mean, you're basically getting things on sale. And it's those purchases that you make during the downturn, when things are on discount, that can lead to some of the biggest returns when the market inevitably turns around. Now, I have to give a really important word of caution here. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, has a crystal ball. There isn't a person on this planet who can perfectly call the exact top of a bull market or the absolute bottom of a bear market. Trying to time it perfectly, it's just a game you can't win. So, if trying to predict the future is a waste of time, then what's the answer? It's preparation. Instead of trying to guess what the market's going to do next week or next month, your goal should be to build a solid, smart plan that is designed from the ground up to get through both market seasons for the long haul. So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought to chew on for your own strategy. The market is always going to have its seasons. You're going to have those sunny, happy bull runs, and you're going to have those stormy, scary bear markets. The only question that really matters is this one. Are you preparing for just one of those seasons, or are you preparing for all of them?